5 red lights are on. And they're away. A really poor start for Fizz. An opportunity for Lord James as they go side by side. He's going to take the lead as we come towards at 2, 3, and 4. It's side by side a little further back. Kizlesko, JB. What's happened there? Is that Kizlesko? Yes, it is. I think it's Kizlesko. He's lost the front wing there. Gone sideways and then straightened up by another car. He's lost half his front wing. And now he's side by side with his teammate Deton, who would be foolish not to let it pass. Then are side by side further back. With Luz, there's a Sauber off track, that's Vibes, as he also gets passed by Kestro. It's too wide, and there's more tracks, more cars off track as well. That's Rizzler, that's JB 3033, I think, who's again lost a bit of front wing. I think a bit of Rizzler's was involved as well. But crucially, Vapid hasn't actually made any moves. It's still 2 wide, 3 wide into Aqua Minerali. What have we got here? There's Tom Gorian trying to get past Rizzlers, but Rizzlers again hasn't quite got a full front wing. The 2 McLarens are fighting side by side. Vibes and Vapid are going 2 wide again through Varianti Alta. Vibes gets past Kizlesko, but Kizlesko again hasn't quite got a front wing. There's Vapid also. Kizlesko trying to defend, but Vapid does get alongside. What a chaotic first lap we've had here at Imola. Oh my great heavens. Change for third as well, possibly. We're on board with Craig's going to try around the outside. He's just about got the space. Oh ho ho! What happened there? Contact with Skullkiller forces his nose in. We're on board with Luz as they come into Aqua Minerali, almost making contact with the Alpine. Very much in a sandwich is the Ferrari powered car, and here comes Deton right on cue. Can he make it around the outside of Varianti Alta? He's giving it a go, forces Luz off track. Angelo looks for a move. He's now side by side, forced on the grass there by Luz. Bit of a dodgy move there, I think, by the Haas. Deep goes Vibes, through goes Angelo. Once again, a second lap where there's been so much happening. I can't even mention that Lord James, the championship leader, has pulled out a second on Fins. Let's go on board with Vibes trying to get past Angelo, who leaves him the space. Does he get past? He's still side by side, deep into Tamburello. Lord James and Fins have got a second of a gap between each other, but 8.5 seconds to the chasing pack, which is led by Skullkiller. Behind him, 1.6 is Charlie, then Deton, Luz, Angelo, Vibes, and Vapid in Stowe. And again, Vapid has not quite made the progress that he would have wanted. He's now up to 8th place because of Charlie's pit stop. As now they come across the start-finish line once again, trying to get past Lord James is Fins. Here comes Angelo out of nowhere. Brilliant speed being shown by the Red Bull. We were talking with him in between quali and the race, as here comes Luz as well. Not quite got the speed, has the Haas. But Angelo liking the car in race trim, not quite in quali, but in race trim. I think he's very partial to a bit of Red Bull. As now towards Revactor for fourth time we go, because leaders have started lap 5. Yes, there's already a massive gap between the leaders and the pack behind. So there's a little bit of a problem for traction on Deton's part, and Angelo does get past. Fins also gets past Lord James. That is for actually the lead. As there's a change in the lead once again. What's happened there? Skullkiller! Safety car in play. Well, we're on board with Angelo in second place. Safety car's coming in this lap. Sammy's going to catch up. We weren't sure if he was going to, but there's Lord James. The safety car's still not quite in the pit lane, so he's not safe to go fully as yet. There's Lord James. There he goes. Doesn't catch Angelo out, really. Bit of a problem on traction, but he's made it past and he's made it work, and he could be taking the lead here in Imola. He's closing, he's got Vibes right behind him as well. We're on board with the Sauber. Does he go down the inside? He looks, he thinks, does not go for it for his own sake. Fins a little further behind, so we've got this pack of 4 already peeling away here on this first safety car restart. I assure you, we're not under safety car. I know it says safety car on the top left-hand side under the lap counter, but we're not under safety car. Rizzler's ahead of JB, but they're still fighting a little further back. That's for 10th place overall. He could also be losing a position now to Craig and Skullkiller. Contact with the Williamses as F1 New Zealand does take 3rd place, or does he? Will stay on board with this little battle here. The two Williams are going at it. Craig gets past Rizzler around the outside. That's for 11th place overall. In fact, Craig again is trying to make a move into Aqua Minerale. Not quite able to. Great traction off of Pirotello. Now he could be looking to get past Kesjar for 10th place. He's hounding the back of the Williams. He's losing a position though. Is Rizzler's to Skullkiller, and Skullkiller has got a lot of pace. You're going to want to get out of that stat if you want any hope of trying to catch up back to the top. The DRS is re-enabled after the full safety car that we just had. Finns is catching. He's catching. Does he go for against the Red Bull? He thinks better of it for his own sake. As we look back behind him, he's got Vibes, he's got D-Tron within just over a second of each other. Vapid is 2 seconds further back as through goes F1 New Zealand. We're on board with D-Tron. Does Vibes go for it down the inside of turn 1? Yes, he does. Is he still going to have the position towards turn 2? Also, yes, he is, as he does get past Luz, past Vapid as well. So Vapid still losing positions. Did Vapid pit for tyres? Yes, he did. Improvement regardless on where he was at the start of the race. Nowhere near what he needs to try and mitigate the damage. He's already 12 points down coming into this event on the championship leader, which is also, perchance, his teammate. JB past Kozlesko on the exit of Tosa. So Kozlesko not quite having the day that he probably would have hoped. Sam picks up 3 seconds again. But let's jump to the top. Does Angelo regain his position? Yes, he does. Does D-Tron try? He looks, he thinks. But again, discretion better part of Valor. Tries to keep his car for a later day as well. There's this little, well, not quite little, but there's this train here going from 6th to basically 14th. Of cars that are within very, very close range of each other. One of the closest is this man, because he's got a massive gap. Well, he had a massive gap before his mistake brought out the yellow flag by absolutely destroying his own front wing. Can he get past Kozlesko ahead of him? He's got the drive. Can he actually make it stick though? Tom Gorian ahead of Craig. These two are fighting, and he's got past well before the braking zone for Tamburello, so much better exit out of Ravazza for the Mercedes, as Kozlesko's dropped to outside of a second. Whoa, what, JB? Mistake for JB on the exit of Variante Alta. Pardon me. As now we come out onto the start-finish line once again here in Imola. We're on board with Skullkiller. He's going to very easily get past Kozlesko down the front straight. JB picks up 10 seconds for speeding in the pit lane. Again, a hefty penalty which was increased this year. Tom Gorian also looking for a move on Kozlesko. Gets past under braking as Vibes gets past as well. Gets taken advantage of by Vapid and Luz. Vapid up to 5th. So again, Vapid just trying to manage the damage that his qualifying session produced, as Deton looking for 3rd place now round the outside. JB picks up 3 seconds for track limits. Finns once again pits for another set of tyres, fresh set of hard tyres. Kirby retires in the pit lane, first retiree of the night, and only took 18 laps out of 32 to get there, so we've still got 15 to go. Vibes in the pits, we'll stay on board as he comes through the pit lane, off the set of hards onto probably mediums. There's a lot of little battles going on as JB and Kesjo once again swap places. Guittari, who's officially retired from the session, and that's coming into Variante Alta. I wonder where that's going to leave him. He might try and come into the pit lane. He has now left possession officially. Skullkiller does get past Tom Gorian. There's a change for second place as well as Angelo does get past Deton. This could be a battle that could be going on for a good little bit. There's one DRS zone down here and it's a very, very long one. Tom Gorian picks up 10 for speeding in the pit lane as well. Again, a hefty little penalty that the game's concocted, and that's the safety car coming out now. There's a Haas in the wall. I think that is Luz. Yes, he doesn't quite have a front wing. Now then, was that pit stop a mistake by Finns? As Vapid, of all people, who'd have thought, Vapid takes the lead of the race. He's on a set of hard tyres. Now he could possibly run those to the end, however unlikely it is. That's your tyres, how they're looking at this point in time. Obviously do bear in mind about the pit stops and whatnot. But that's interesting. Could he hold off Lord James? As there's rain on the camera lenses with 9 to go as they cross the line. This is going to be incredibly close. Rain is in play as well. Who's going to be coming in for the pit stops this time around, or are they going to wait until it gets a little bit more severe? We were expecting rain, but I mean, hello, what a scenario that is giving it to us. Two Ferraris are fighting for the lead here. Does he go for a move? No, he doesn't. It's still line astern, other than in 7th place where Vibes got past Kesjar, as Skullkiller and Charlie go side by side with Angelo as well. Angelo's got the inside line into Villeneuve, so that's the advantage for the Red Bull. Question again, when do these guys come to brand new tyres? Lord James has taken the lead already and ran away by over a second and a half with fresh, warm, soft tyres in on his car as well. He's probably going to try and pull away and use that advantage as best he can. Luz ahead of Kesjar, so maybe those inters weren't quite as bad of an idea as I initially thought, although I do still think they are going to be absolutely toasting. More cars are coming into the pits as well. Vapid is in, Kislesko is in. We'll pop the tyre menu on for you as well. F1 New Zealand takes 3rd place away from Vibes, because I can't imagine they're going to be in an all too good state of wear. That's a big question. Cars lost it. That's F1 New Zealand! Oh no! The man who was on pole position is struggling to get out of, what is that, 1st, 2nd gear possibly, and needs to try and get into the pits because those dry tyres are no use now. He's last of the dry runners. He's going to be coming into the pits, so he's going to be at the very back. Too many mistakes by this man. Not only did he pit early for an unnecessary tyre change, but also that, what we just saw. Needs to at least try and keep it on the island. He's going to be coming into the pits. Skullkiller and Kislesko do the same. And Lord James is still running away on those soft tyres. Is he going to gamble to not pit onto a set of wet tyres possibly? I wonder. There's Dalpine in the background. What could have been? What really could have been? He was absolutely in command and control of this race early on, along with his teammate, as there's plenty of changes of position. Vapid is in the lead of this pack of intermediate tyre runners. They're going to be catching up to the guys ahead of them. The question is, how much have they got time? It's safety car time! Once again, who's gone off track and where have they gone off track? I think they've gone off track through Tamburello, possibly? Safety car is coming in this lap. We've got about 13, I think, kilometres to decide the race winner. 3 laps, 3 fun-filled, chaos-filled laps here in Imola. Cars are going too wide. This does kind of feel like an IndyCar restart. As we come around Rivatsa for the final time, we're on board with Lord James. Luz is leaving it to the last possible moment. He's pulling away already. It's an opportunity for Angelo to possibly take the lead. He saw it at the exact same time as Lord James. The Ferrari was caught out. We're on board. Rizzler's getting past Charlie. Here comes Angelo. He's got a good drive. Can he make it around the outside of Tamburello? He's side by side now as he comes up the line. Kesjar is out. Possible contact, I think, with another car because he's down at turn 1 as they now come through into Tamburello. Not Tamburello, into Villeneuve. Oh, he's struggling, is Luz. He could take the win on the road here, but it does seem pretty unlikely. All things considered, this Ferrari has got a lot of pace as we come around Ravazza 2. 2 more laps to go here in Imola, lap 31 and 32. And here's Lord James, not going to take the win on the road anymore, is Luz. And that is a position gained by the Ferrari. But what about the other car behind him? The Red Bull tries down the inside contact, forces his way around the outside of that first corner, and he's going to take second place, at least for now. Problem a little bit on traction though. Could see around the outside of Villeneuve. It's a brave move to make. But contact, spin! Oh, thank God for ghosting. But oh my word, what's happened there? A little bit more contact as well. Tom Gorian has been involved in a spin. There's Vapid as well. Oh no, poor Vapid. Craig almost bashes into the back of him. As Tom Gorian is mighty slow up towards Tosa. All of the cars have sort of spread out a little bit. Well, other than these guys, Finns looks for a move into Aqua Minerale, pushes Rizzler's a little bit deep, as there's Tom Gorian just trying to make his way through Piratella now, is what the yellow flag was about. There's a whole big queue here for, I think, third place vibes in third. I think realistically Angelo's got second and Skull Killer probably has third. So despite causing the first safety car, Skull Killer does take second place, at least at this moment in time. Or does he? You could be losing it to Finns here. As we're on board with that Alpine. He could be taking second place as the final lap has just commenced here in Imola. There's all sorts of cars really, really close. But there's this whole mid-pack. Sam in 9th place just got past Craig as well, but they're still 2 abreast. Craig off the track. Tom Gorian retires in the pit lane. As could be a possible investigation on Sam, as down the inside goes Tom Gorian. Not Tom Gorian, Vapid. Craig DNFs as well. Contact possibly with Luz. Oh, but again, if there hadn't been that mistake through Villeneuve by Luz, and if he'd possibly thought about giving up that position, it would have been a much better picture for him. There's a possible change to third place on the road as well, and he's going to pick up second in F1 New Zealand as he comes down into turn... Hello, whoa! Scything through is the other Alpine. Them two are side by side, but Lord James is going to be coming in to take the win here in Imola. Down into Ravazza, these guys are coming. They're not going to change positions, at least not on penalties. Through comes Lord James. He's going to take another win here in RFL. Angelo takes second, and SFR F1 New Zealand takes it right off him. Plenty of penalties are coming into play here, so I'm not saying who's going to finish where until they cross the line. Charlie 4th. Rizzler's in 5th place, Kozlowski 6th, Skull Killer in 7th place, unfortunate for it, and Vibes 8th, Vapid in 9th place. That's big. It's a big old hit for him. Sam 10th, JB 33 11th, Luz 12th, and D-Tron rounds that field in 13th place. Driver of the day's got to go, I think, to Angelo there. Brilliant middle and ending there, I think, for the Red Bull driver. Mistaken strategies, and yet still a second place for the man that pitted early. So, you know, strategy mistakes can be recovered from. That's it for us here at International Paddock tomorrow. Masters at Spain next week. We're at Silverstone here with RFL. Very happy to be covering this race for you. I'm not here for the next 2 weeks. I'm going to be in the Lake District and having fun at Notting Hill Carnival. But thank you all very, very much for watching. and we'll see you all very soon. Take care.